Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Mooney Makes Sense. I'm your host, Gabriel Delgado, the Gallery Director of J. Mooney Galleries in Boerne. Tonight we're going to be talking about the new artwork of Russell Stephenson. Russell is a young contemporary painter based out of San Antonio. The artwork tonight is his Texas Panoramic series. So what we can see from Russell's work is that it's a good bridging aesthetic from the traditional genres to abstraction, because it gives us things that we're familiar with, like horizons, textures, overtly recognizable geographic locations. And that gives us a familiarity that makes us comfortable to start to digest the abstractness. So here you have a contemporary painter who's exploring traditional genre in a very unusual way. Landscape painting is centuries old, but the application of abstract sensibilities, everything from abstract expressionism to textural applications. So people aren't turned off by things they don't recognize. They give anchor to the visual appeal, something you don't see in all abstract paintings. That's why Russell's is a bridging piece. It goes from a very traditional aesthetic to an abstract sensibility, and it kind of meets in the middle, and then appeals to people. Russell's signature pool of paint creates divots and cavities and things that add texture to make an appealing surface quality. We're drawn in to those little pockets, those little windows of layers underneath everything. How is that space activating that space, and how does it balance out the composition? And that free-flowing white application guides us along as a visual cue to explore the overall composition. Deviation from these browns and golds led him into the cooler colors, the blues and greens. Now Russell's exploring abstractions of Padre Canyon. I know this is a plateau somewhere in Texas. I love how the glowing aura of the sunset, of sunrise, radiates off that plateau. It gives us a kind of a hazy, ephemeral aesthetic, something that's wonderful in that piece. Very clever, Russell. Very clever.